Well, I'm standing for the South West, which includes Gibraltar, in this election for the English Democrats, and we are fair for everybody. We believe that everybody has a voice, and we would stand up for Gibraltar.
Your party is challenging the legality of the Brexit extension as you believe we've already left the EU. But according to EU law agreed by the UK will stop being considered a member of the Union on the date of departure, which we haven't yet reached.
That's right, but under the Article 50 and under the campaign that Gina Miller, I don't know if you know about that one, under that it had to come back to Parliament, and under the law they stated that the last date for leaving the EU under the Act was the 29th of March. They have not kept their promise, and unfortunately I think that the government hasn't realised that they needed to change that Act in order to extend. So we have put that into the High Court at the moment, and it is going through, and the government is obviously trying to challenge it.
So the fact that Parliament agreed on an extension has no bearing on this for you?
That it's not legal. It's not legal, but they will have to do something about it in order to make it legal. And that's what we're drawing their attention to.
The English Democrats want a referendum on independence for England from the UK. Should you get your wish and achieve English independence, where does that leave Gibraltar, which is British, not English?
That's absolutely right, and we aren't actually campaigning for an independent England at the moment because Scotland is actually campaigning for independence for Scotland, and that will actually devolution, cause devolution of the United Kingdom. We aren't actually organising that at all, and so I am representing the South West of England and Gibraltar, so we will firmly stick by that.
But this is one of your party's policies as advertised on your website.
Well, this is what we have done in the past. At the moment, we aren't campaigning for that. What we are campaigning for is a parliament, an English parliament.
You've said you'd rather stay in the EU than have a watered-down, ineffectual deal. What will be your party's position if Theresa May does succeed in passing her deal, or even one that includes further compromises with, for example, Labour?
Well, if that happens, I think that all the Leave campaigners will have something to say about that, but we'll just have to wait and see. Nobody knows exactly what's going on.
So what would be your position on staying in the EU or supporting that deal should this come to pass?
I don't like this deal at all. If it was something else, and if they agreed something else and we then had to stay in the EU, then we would accept that. But this deal is really a very, very bad deal for the United Kingdom and for Gibraltar.
It's been reported that a number of the English Democrats members are former members of the far-right BNP. Are your sympathies aligned at all with the ideology of that party?
My sympathies are not aligned in that ideology, and I don't know anybody in the English Democrats who is.
And on a personal note, you yourself have a connection with Gibraltar. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, my uncle was in World War II here in Gibraltar, and apparently I'm going to be looking into it whilst I'm here, because apparently he helped to dig a cave and a tunnel during World War II, and I presume it was to store items of military equipment, and it's called Bellman's Cave. And so my uncle is called, he was Captain William Bellman, and I'm looking forward to looking at the museum and finding out some more information about that.